If you're improving quietly while everyone else is posting their progress, you're ahead. Hey everyone, and welcome back. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're the only one not broadcasting your journey? See people at the gym filming every set? Friends posting daily language learning updates? Colleagues sharing every small win online? Meanwhile, you're just showing up, doing the work, and going home. No posts, no applause. If that sounds like you, this video is for you. Because there is a quiet, underestimated power in improving without an audience. And the people who master this almost always win in the long run. Now, let's be clear. There's nothing wrong with sharing progress. For some people, it builds accountability and community. But there is a unique strength in choosing not to. When you work in silence, you remove yourself from the pull of external validation. You're no longer working for likes, comments, or praise. You're working for yourself. And that shift matters more than most people realize. Your motivation becomes internal instead of external. You're driven by the desire to actually be better, not just to look better. That kind of motivation is sustainable. It doesn't spike and crash the way social approval does. It burns slowly and consistently, and that's what carries people through years, not weeks. There's also a practical side to this. When progress becomes public, your energy gets divided. Part of it goes into the work, and part of it goes into performing the work. You're thinking about angles, captions, reactions, feedback. That's cognitive load. It's distraction. Quiet improvement is different. 100% of your focus goes into the task. This is where deep work happens. This is where skill compounds. You're not just practicing, you're practicing with full attention. And full attention is what separates competence from mastery. There's another piece people don't talk about enough: protection. The early stages of growth are fragile. You make mistakes, you struggle, you look awkward. When that happens in public, you open yourself up to judgment and advice from people who don't understand your vision. Doubt creeps in. Momentum slows. When you work privately, you give yourself permission to fail. You can experiment, course correct, and learn without pressure. That freedom is essential. It's how strong foundations are built. Foundations that can actually withstand criticism later. Let's look at how this usually plays out. When people decide to change something in their lives, learn a new skill, get in shape, build a business, many feel the urge to announce it right away. They share the plan, the tools, the intention. The identity comes before the work. But the ones who move quietly do something different. They don't talk much about what they're becoming. They spend their time becoming it. Progress happens in small, unremarkable sessions after work. Early mornings, late nights, no audience, no updates, just repetition. Months go by, sometimes years. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, the results appear. A noticeable jump in skill, a new opportunity, a visible change. To outsiders, it looks sudden, but it isn't. It's the accumulation of quiet effort built day after day, while no one was paying attention. There's psychology behind this as well. When you announce a goal publicly, your brain gets a small dopamine reward, almost like you've already achieved it. Research shows this can reduce motivation. You've already collected the social payoff. When goals stay private, that tension remains. The gap between where you are and where you want to be stays uncomfortable, and that discomfort fuels action. You don't feel satisfied until the work is actually done. There's also a strategic advantage to silence. Surprise. While others broadcast every move, you're improving under the radar. Skills sharpen, confidence grows, systems form. Then when you finally step forward, the impact is disproportionate. Results speak louder than any update ever could. There's an old saying, still waters run deep. And the same is true for growth. The quietest work often builds the strongest results. History is full of people who worked this way. Artists, scientists, builders, creators, many spent years in obscurity. Their focus wasn't visibility. It was excellence. Recognition came later as a byproduct, not the goal. They understood something important. Fulfillment comes from the process, not the applause. The quiet hours, the repetition, the problem solving. That's where real growth happens. So if you're working quietly right now, understand this. You are not falling behind. You're not doing it wrong. You are playing the long game. You're building discipline, resilience, and confidence that doesn't depend on approval. In a world full of noise, be the person who simply does the work. Trust the process. Embrace the silence. Because the quiet effort you put in today is building the kind of success that doesn't need to announce itself tomorrow. And that is why the people who improve quietly are the ones who always eventually win. Thanks so much for watching. Keep doing the work. I'll see you in the next one.